Hello students, today we are going to study about the structure of human eye. Eyes are a pair of sensory organs for vision. Sensory organs for vision. The eyes are located in orbit of skull with a fat around them. Each eye is spherical or rounded in shape, hence it is known as the eyeball. The shape is spherical or rounded, hence the eye is termed as eyeball. Eyes are protected by bones. The socket of skull, the socket present in the skull, it is known as the orbit and it is formed by the bone. These bones, secondly, eyebrows, upper and lower eyelids. I have shown it is upper eyelid, it is the lower eyelid. Upper and lower eyelids, it is the lower eyelid. It is upper eyelid and these are the eyelashes, ज्याला आपण पापण्या असं म्हणतो. With eyelashes and inside it consists of the tear gland, it is known as lacrimal gland. These structures protect the eyeball. The movement of eyeball, it is by the set of 6 type of muscles. The movement of eyeball is controlled by, there are 6 set of muscles. It is the muscles shown here. These muscles helps in the rotation, movement of eyeball. Each eye is about 2.5 centimeter in diameter. 2.5 centimeter. It is the diameter of eyeball and it weighs about 7.5 to 7 grams. It is the weight of eyeball. Okay. And the wall of eyeball is formed by 3 layers. There are 3 layers. The outermost layer, it is the sclera. See here, it is the outermost layer shown by the white chalk. It is the sclera. It is also known as the sclerotic sclera. It is the outer first layer. What is nature? It is outer layer. It is dense fibroelastic connective tissue layer with the collagen fibers. Outer layer, dense fibroelastic connective tissue containing along with the collagen fiber. And the function of this layer, it provides the attachment to the eye muscles. See here, these are the eye muscles. There are 6 set of eye muscles and the sclera provides attachment to the eye muscles. There are 2 regions of the sclera. It is the posterior region of sclera, posterior region, and here it is the anterior region of sclera. See here, it is transparent. The anterior region, it is transparent, it is thick, and this portion is known as the cornea. Cornea. What is cornea? it is anterior thick transparent portion of sclera, it is known as cornea. Okay, the sclera is supplied with blood vessel, but cornea is without blood vessel. Cornea is devoid of blood vessel. Okay, the cornea is nourished by the layer, the part of sclera is cornea, and it is nourished by lacrimal secretion. आपल्या डोळ्यामध्ये अश्रुग्रंथी असते. इट इज द टीयर ग्लँड. इट इज नोन ॲज लॅक्रिमल ग्लँड. द लॅक्रिमल ग्लँड and second it is the aqueous humor. Aqueous humor. These two secretion from the lacrimal gland and the aqueous humor present in the aqueous chamber, it provides nourishment, it provides nutrition to the cornea. Now the exposed part of cornea and sclera. See here, it is the part of, it is exposed part of cornea. Okay, this much it is the exposed part of cornea, and the behind cornea, this structure, it is the sclera. Thus, these two exposed part of cornea and sclera, they are covered by transparent membranous covering. The transparent membranous covering present on exposed part of sclera and cornea, it is known as conjunctiva. See here, it is shown by this yellow chalk. It is the conjunctiva. Okay. Conjunctiva, it is a membranous and transparent covering. The function of this conjunctiva is to protect and lubricate the cornea. Again, the cornea is protected and lubricated by the conjunctiva. Okay. Thus, it is about the first layer, that is the sclera or sclerotic. Okay. And from the sclera, the structure formed is the cornea. Okay. What is structure of cornea? The cornea is slightly bulged out. See here, it is the bulging out of cornea, and the bulging helps in the focusing the light on the retina. What is function? Why it is bulged? To focus the light on retina, the cornea is slightly bulged. Thus, the cornea, it is formed by the sclera, that is anterior portion, and the second term from this first layer, it is the conjunctiva. Now, the second layer present in the eyeball, and it is below the sclera. It is second layer. It is the middle layer. It is known as choroid. The layer is known as choroid. It is also known as uvea. Second layer. Okay. Choroid. It is a layer present inside the sclera. What is nature? The layer is highly vascular and pigmented. Okay. Choroid, it is middle layer, it is pigmented, and the layer is highly vascular, and the choroid is divided into three regions. There are three regions of choroid. Three regions of choroid. The first one is choroid proper. Choroid proper, it is the first region of choroid, and this choroid proper, it lines the sclera. See here, from this part, it is the choroid part. It is the posterior region of the choroid that lines the sclera. It lines the sclera. It forms the lining on sclera. It is known as choroid proper. This choroid proper, it is pigmented. It consists of pigment, and due to the presence of pigment in the choroid proper region, it prevents the reflection of light. It prevents the internal reflection of light. Secondly, it provides the nutrition and oxygen to the layer present inside it. It is the retina. What is function of choroid proper? Due to the presence of pigment in it, the choroid proper prevents the internal reflection of light. And second function, it provides nutrients and oxygen to the retina. Which layer? Retina layer. The retina is present inside the choroid. It is third layer. And to this layer, it provides oxygen and nutrients. Thus, choroid proper, it is the first region of choroid. Second region, it is the ciliary body. Ciliary body. It is the second region of layer choroid. What is structure? The ciliary body are thick, muscular, ring-like structure. They are thick, muscular and ring-like structure present at the junction of iris and choroid. Now see here, it is the choroid layer. Okay. At the junction of choroid, okay, and these structures is the iris. The junction of choroid and iris, the layer present, the structure present is known as ciliary body. It is the iris. The junction of iris and choroid, it consists of muscular ring-like structure, it is known as iris, and the epithelium of ciliary body, okay, it secretes the aqueous humor. Which is the ciliary body? Now see here, it is the ciliary body. Ciliary body. What is function of this ciliary body? The epithelium present in the ciliary body, it secrete the humor. The humor is known as aqueous humor. They are shown here. Aqueous humor is produced by the ciliary body. Okay. Now, from that ciliary body, the structure arises. Okay. See here, it is a ciliary body, and from the ciliary body, the structure arises. I have shown here by the yellow color. It is also the same structure. The structure arises. That structure is known as suspensory ligament. It is known as suspensory ligaments. Okay. These are the yellow colored suspensory ligament present on the both sides. Thus, the second region of choroid, it is the ciliary body that produces the suspensory ligament, and the function of suspensory ligament and muscles of ciliary body. the muscles present in ciliary body and suspensory ligament, it hold the lens in its proper position. It helps in the adjustment of size of lens. Okay, what is function? Suspensory ligaments are attached to the ciliary body. Suspensory ligament attached to ciliary body, and this suspensory ligament, it useful to holding the lens in its proper position. It is the lens. Okay. The lens is held by the suspensory ligaments. Okay. The suspensory ligament and muscles of ciliary body, they also helps in the adjustment of size of lens. या लेन्सचा आकार, लेन्सची साईज ॲडजस्ट करणे हे कार्य सिलियरी बॉडी आणि सस्पेन्सरी लिगामेंटद्वारे घडतं. तर या सिलियरी बॉडीने तयार केलेले जे सस्पेन्सरी लिगामेंट आहे हे लेन्सला प्रॉपर स्थितीमध्ये धरून ठेवतात. इट holds the lens. Okay. The third structure arises from the choroid. Choroid. It is the iris. See here. It is the iris. Two iris are there. Sorry. Though they are appearing in structure 2. Why they are appearing 2? Because it is the VS. Otherwise, it is a complete circular ring-like structure. See here, the iris, it is in this shape. Okay. It is the structure of iris. So we have shown here in this form from the anterior side and the posterior side. It is rod-like structure appearing due to the vertical section. Otherwise, at the junction of sclera and cornea, the vascular part of choroid. कोणत्या जंक्शनला? At the junction of sclera and choroid. Okay. The region it becomes sharp, bend. The region sharply bend into the cavity of eyeball. In the cavity of eyeball, this region sharply bent. It is known as the iris. It is thin and colored portion. काय लोकेशन आहे? तर स्क्लेरा आणि कॉर्नियाच्या जंक्शनला हा पार्ट असतो. ठीक आहे. तर या ठिकाणी कोराइड हे शार्प होतं आणि ते त्या कॅव्हिटी ऑफ आयबॉलमध्ये बेंड होतं. What is nature? It is thin and colored. Iris हे colored असतं. Iris is colored. Okay. तर हे आयरिस कशा प्रकारे कार्य करतं? तर या आयरिसच्या मध्यभागी छिद्र असतं बघा. हा लॅटरल व्ह्यू आपण काढलेला आहे, फ्रंट व्ह्यू काढलेला आहे. तर या आयरिसच्या मध्यभागी काय छिद्र असतं? It is the pore present in the iris. It is the perforated. Iris is perforated in the middle, and that perforation is known as the pupil. So या ठिकाणी हा दिसतो. It is the pupil. What is pupil? Pupil, it is the perforation present in the middle region of iris. It is a aperture. It is known as iris. Okay. Now the smooth muscle present in the iris. The smooth muscle present in the iris, it controls the size of iris depending on the intensity of light. If the light is having more intensity at that time, the size of pupil is decreases. Okay. If the light is having low intensity, the size of pupil will increase. there will be increase in the size of pupil. Thus, to regulate the entry of light in the eyeball, the muscles present in the iris, it regulates the intensity of light by regulating the size of pupil. The diameter of pupil, the size of pupil, it is regulated by the muscles present in iris. Iris consists of various pigment. Okay. And due to this pigment, there is various type of eye colors in human population. काही लोकांचे डोळे काळे असतात, काहींचे निळे असतात, काहींचे घारे असतात. हे आय कलर कशामुळे आहेत? आय कलर्स आर ड्यू टू द पिगमेंट प्रेझेंट इन द आयरिस लाईक ब्ल्यू, ब्लॅक अँड ग्रीन. देर आर ऑल्सो अदर सम शेड्स. The suspensory ligament, it hold the lens. Here it is a lens. What is structure? The lens is crystalline, the lens is elastic, the lens is transparent, and it is biconvex structure. Elastic, transparent, biconvex structure suspended in the eyeball. It is suspended in the eyeball by the muscles, by the ligament. They are known as ciliary ligament. Okay. Ciliary ligament च्या साहाय्याने जे लेन्स आहे हे लेन्स आयबॉल मध्ये या ठिकाणी असतं. ओके. अँड द लेन्स अँड सस्पेन्सरी लिगामेंट. ओके. दिस लेन्स अँड सस्पेन्सरी लिगामेंट divides the eyeball into two parts. See here, it is the anterior part present between cornea and lens. Cornea and lens, it consists of small anterior chamber. It is known as the aqueous chamber. It is known as aqueous chamber. Which region? This region. It is the anterior region. Okay. Small region. It is a small space present between the cornea and lens. It is known as aqueous chamber. Okay. It is a small anterior chamber, and the aqueous chamber is filled with watery fluid. It consists of watery fluid. It is known as aqueous humor. Humor म्हणजे काय? Fluid. Aqueous chamber is filled with the aqueous humor. Now there is a second posterior large space. See here. It is the large space. It is present between the lens and retina. Okay. In between the space present between the lens and retina, it is a large space. It is posterior space. It is known as vitreous humor. Okay. It is the vitreous chamber. Okay. And this vitreous chamber, it is filled with jelly-like substance. It is known as the vitreous humor. Jelly-like substance. It is known as vitreous humor. Thus, due to the ciliary ligament and lens, the two regions of eyeball are found. Anterior aqueous chamber filled with aqueous humor, and posterior vitreous chamber filled with the vitreous humor. What is function of these structures? These two chambers are filled with aqueous and vitreous humor, and these maintain the shape of eyeball, as well as what is function? The humor present in the these two chamber, they maintain the shape of eyeball as well as they maintain the pressure for keeping the lens in position. या लेन्सला बरोबर अशा प्रकारे इथे राहण्यासाठी टू कीप द लेन्स इन पोझिशन these two humor maintain the pressure on lens. Thus it is about the second layer, that is choroid. Now there is third layer, it is the retina. Okay. Inside the choroid layer there is third layer, it is inner layer, it is the retina layer. What is structure? It is inner, delicate, non-vascular and it is light sensitive layer. Inner layer, delicate layer, non-vascular and it is light sensitive. It is light sensitive layer. Okay. Retina. This retina consists of two types of regions. They are non-sensory and sensory part. See here, it is the region of retina that forms lining on the choroid. The region of retina that forms lining on choroid, it is known as the nervous part of retina. It is the nervous part. And the region of retina that forms the lining on iris, and ciliary body, it is known as the non-nervous part, or it is also known as the non-sensory part. Non-sensory part. And the region that forms lining on retina, it is known as the sensory part. Thus, these are the two parts of retina, non-sensory and sensory region. Okay. The retina has outer pigmented part and there is inner nervous part. We have to observe the second diagram. I will show you. That diagram will shows the two regions of retina. Outer region of retina, the outer region of retina, it is pigmented, and the inner region of retina, it consists of nervous part. The inner region of retina, it consists of, thus it is the third layer, it consists of ganglion. Okay. And the nerve fiber from the basal end of ganglion. See here, these are the nerve fibers that arises from the basal ganglion. Okay. They collectively form the optic nerve. Okay. The optic nerve is formed from this basal end of ganglions, and this optic nerve, it innervate to the cerebral region. Okay. In this figure, it is the region, okay, that forms the optic nerve. Okay, it conducts the impulses for that vision towards the brain. Now, in the retina, there is a region, it is known as the blind spot. It is the blind spot region present in retina. Okay. This region is diagonally opposite to the lens. Okay, and it is known as the blind spot. From that region, optic nerve, see here, from the blind spot, the optic nerve and blood vessels leaves the eyeball. Now we studied that in retina, the outermost layer is photosensitive layer. Okay, that is the layer from the nervous part of retina. It consists of rod and cone cells, or we also call it as rods and cones are present in the retina. But in this blind spot region, the rods and cones are absent, and if the light rays of visible wavelength reflected from the object, though they reflects on this blind spot region, the image is not formed as the rod and cone cells are absent, so it is known as the blind spot region. Now there is a second region present in the retina. It is known as yellow area. Okay, it is this region. It is known as the macula lutea. Lutein means yellow, hence it is also termed as the yellow region or macula lutea. It is present, it is location, it is present above and lateral to the blind spot. The location of macula lutea, it is above and lateral to the blind spot. In the macula lutea, at the center there is a depression. Okay, again I will make it more properly. There is a depression, or it is thined region of retina. This region is thined. Okay, there is a depression, and in the center of that depression region, the depression of that macula lutea, it is known as fovea centralis. Is the fovea centralis. This region consists of maximum density of cone cells. In the fovea centralis there is maximum cone cells, and so that this region produces the sharp image. There is visual acuity. Okay. The sharp image is produced due to the presence of greatest number of the maximum number of the cone cell. Now, in the sensory part, the outermost layer of retina, it consists of rod and cone cells. Okay. Rod and cone cells. Rods and cone cells. What is present in the rod and cone cells? It consists of photosensitive pigment. It is known as photopigment. Light sensitive protein present in rod and cones. It is known as the photopigment. Okay. In cone cell, the photosensitive pigment, light sensitive pigment. In cone cell, it is the iodopsin. Iodopsin. The cones are functional in daylight, in bright light. It is known as scotopic. It is known as photopic vision. The vision, it is known as the photopic vision. Photopic. Cone cells are functional in daylight. They are functional in bright light. It is known as the photopic vision, and the cone cells produces colored image. It produces colored image. Photopic vision and color vision. Color vision. Rod cells, it consists of a purple colored pigment. The pigment, it is purple colored, okay, purple red colored pigment present in rod cell. It is known as the rhodopsin. Rhodopsin. Rod cells are functional in twilight or dim light. It is known as scotopic vision, and these rod cells produces the black and white image. They produces the black and white image. Thus, rod cells and the cone cells are present in retina. Out of these two cells, the rod cell consists of a purple red colored protein. Okay, it is derived from the vitamin A. Rhodopsin is vitamin A derivative. Vitamin A is a derivative. It is derived from the vitamin A. Now there are three types of cone cells. Depending on the own characteristics of photopigment, कोन सेलमध्ये कोणत्या प्रकारचे फोटोपिगमेंट आहेत यावरून कोन सेल्सचे तीन प्रकार पडतात. ओके, दे रिस्पॉन्ड टू रेड, ग्रीन अँड ब्लू लाईट. कोन सेल्स आर ऑफ थ्री टाइप्स: रेड, ब्लू and green light, depending on its presence of particular type of pigments, characteristics pigment, and the various combination of these cones and their photopigment produces the sensation of different color. The sensation of white light is produced due to the sensation of white light is produced due to simultaneous equal stimulation of these three types of cell. म्हणजे एकाच वेळेस जर रेड, ब्ल्यू आणि ग्रीन फोटोपिगमेंट असणारे जर कोन सेल्स एकाच वेळेस आणि सारख्याच प्रमाणात जर आपण त्या जर सेन्सिटिव्ह झाल्या तर आपल्याला व्हाईट कलर, द सेन्सेशन ऑफ व्हाईट लाईट इज ड्यू टू द equal stimulation of these three types of cells. From the optic nerve, the fiber, okay, the optic nerve arises from the fiber of basal ganglion, okay, and it leaves the eyeball from this posterior side. It leaves the eyeball from the posterior side and it carries the impulses from retina to the brain. From retina, the impulses are carried by the optic nerve towards the brain. या ठिकाणी आपण थांबू. मेकॅनिझम ऑफ विजन or is nothing but the generation of image. It occurs by the following steps. What is first step? Light rays of visible wavelength. The light rays of visible wavelength from the object passes through conjunctiva, then cornea, okay, through the pupil upon the lens, okay, then from the lens the light rays of visible wavelength are focused on retina. Okay, these light rays are focused on retina. When the light rays falls on the retina, it changes, it causes changes in retina. The changes occurs in the retina as the light falls on retina. Okay, the changes occurs on the rod and cone cells. We studied that rod cells are sensitive for the dim light or UV light, and they are functional during the, they produces the black and white image, scotopic vision and black and white image. While the cone cell, it consists of the pigment iodopsin, they are functional in bright light, or it is known as the photopic vision, and the cone cell produces the colored image. In cone and rod cell, there is a light sensitive or photosensitive pigments are present, and these pigments are broken down by the light of specific wavelength when it falls on retina. Light rays of specific wavelength. Okay. It causes the breakdown of the light sensitive pigment. The example from NCERT textbook, the light sensitive pigment, it is the opsin associated with the retinol. Okay, opsin and retinol. What is opsin? Opsin is a protein and the retinol is a aldehyde derivative of vitamin A. Due to the light rays fall on this photosensitive pigment, there is breakdown of opsin and retinol. Okay, there is breakdown of opsin, and from the retinol there is a dissociation of opsin from the retinol, and it causes changes in the structure of opsin. The structure of opsin changes. Okay. Thus, this stimulate the generation of nerve impulse in the rod and cone cells. There is a formation of generation of nerve impulse. Okay. Now the nerve impulse from that rod and cone cell is transmitted to the bipolar nerve cell. From bipolar nerve cell, it is transmitted to the ganglion nerve cell. The nerve impulse enters in the ganglion cell, and the nerve impulse from the axon of ganglion cell, it converges and it leaves the nerve impulse generated, it converge and leave in the axon of ganglion cell via optic nerve. With the help of optic nerve, that impulse generated in the retina, it is transmitted towards the brain. In brain, there is an area, it is known as visual area, present in the cerebral cortex. Visual area is present in the cortex of cerebrum, and in that cerebral visual area of cerebral cortex, there is a perception of image. It takes place. The perception of image by the brain. What is the meaning of perception? Perception means to see. The object is seen by the person in this stage. When the impulses, they are transferred towards the visual area of cerebral cortex, and thus we can observe the object, we can observe the object, we can observe the object. The object is perceived means it is seen by the person. Again, the object is perceived by the person, that is by the brain. But then after there is a second step. Perception of object is first step, and to identify and recognize the object it is next step. If the object is seen the person many times, if the object is seen first time, you can only pursue that object. But if the object is seen many times, and when it is seen in the next time, then the brain pursue that object, as well as that nerve impulses, they are analyzed and they are processed, they are interpreted, and thus the object or the image is recognized. The object is identified. To identify the object, it is based on the previous memory. Okay. Thus, these are the steps involved in the generation of image, also termed as the mechanism of image formation. Thus, in this content, we studied the anatomy and the structure of function of human eye, as well as the formation of image. Okay.